artificial intelligence has already begun to upend countless industries. And where some see the promise of the new technology, others see the peril. Perhaps nowhere is this argument more present than in the creative world. Can AI create meaningful art? Can it replace artists? In the film industry, AI has become at once ubiquitous and controversial, begging the question, what is AI's place in filmmaking? Before we reach the singularity, subscribe to Studio Binder and enable notifications to stay up to date on all our filmmaking videos. Now, let's build our intelligence.
Number 5 is alive.
What constitutes AI is a debate in and of itself.
I like your floor.
NASA describes the term as referring to computer systems that can perform complex tasks normally done by human reasoning, decision-making, creating, etc., and argues that there is no single simple definition of artificial intelligence because AI tools are capable of a wide range of tasks and outputs. Linguist Noam Chomsky has argued software like ChatGPT hardly constitutes true artificial intelligence. Such programs are stuck in a pre-human or non-human phase of cognitive evolution. Their deepest flaw is the absence of the most critical capacity of any intelligence, the ingredients of explanation. For our purposes, we'll use artificial intelligence to refer to a machine's ability to learn from its environment to complete a given task. AI as a concept is not new and has been discussed and experimented with since the mid-20th century. In the 2010s, artificial intelligence came much closer to reality with advances in deep learning, which refers to machines using neural networks to process data. By the 2020s, investment in AI increased exponentially, and the technology has experienced rapid advancement and expansion in the past few years. Today, AI has a wide variety of uses, from self-driving cars to search engines.
Hey, Magic Mirror, who's the fairest of them all?
Why, Shrek, of course.
Most relevant to filmmakers and other creatives is artificial intelligence's generative applications. In other words, its ability to create text, sound, and visuals. Generative tools of all types are already being used in films both large and small, resulting in both excitement and fear within the industry. The movie industry has always had a complex relationship with new technology, oftentimes simultaneously embracing it and pushing it forward, while lamenting the changes it brings. Sergei Eisenstein and other Soviet filmmakers wrote that sound in movies may threaten to destroy all cinema's present formal achievements. Orson Welles worried that color films hurt actors' performances. Famed writer Susan Sontag proclaimed the death of film when digital filmmaking was on the rise. And yet this does not mean criticism of AI is without merit, and that the tool doesn't endanger countless people's livelihoods. We look at why many in the film industry reject the use of artificial intelligence.
AI.
But first, we'll look at its rapidly evolving uses in each stage of the movie-making process.
Can a robot write a symphony? Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece?
Can you?
AI has several applications within pre-production. As of yet, artificial intelligence has a ways to go as a screenwriter, but the technology is already being used in the scripting process. ChatGPT can be used as a tool to brainstorm ideas or even generate potential storylines. Software like Scriptbook, meanwhile, have been used to create box office projections based on scripts, as well as give notes on story arcs, plot holes, and character development. AI has also become more prevalent in the storyboarding process. Instead of taking the time to draw each frame, directors and DPs can use image creation software like Midjourney to create stills based on their descriptions. AI has become crucial for virtual location scouting. Creatives can feed an AI generator prompts based on a script's requirements, and the tool will create a 3D rendering of a potential shoot site. Art director and VFX supervisor Oliver Zeller elaborates. AI can automate drafting for existing locations or 3D modeled builds, make efficient translation of photos, art or text descriptions into 3D models, perform variant generation, as well as intricate ornament. AI can also be employed in deciding on what films get green-lit. Warner Brothers partnered with AI company Synalytic to aid its development and purchasing decisions. Synalytic founder Tobias Quaiser explains. The system can calculate in seconds what used to take days to assess by a human when it comes to general film package evaluation or a star's worth. And AI's applications continue into production. Artificial intelligence has been used by art departments to more quickly create production design elements, such as these banned posters in True Detective Night Country. Of course, AI can also create its own footage. Sora, for example, can build entire shots out of simple text-based prompts. This technology has garnered a lot of attention and has come a long way in a short period of time. But as of yet, it is still a long way from replacing the production process as a whole. For now, AI generative video software offers a limited amount of control over the image that comes out of a prompt, as well as a time limit. The software has also had difficulty recreating the same character from shot to shot, restricting the kind of storytelling a filmmaker can do.
I am literally filled with hot air.
But these generative softwares have already become revolutionary in the post-production stage. Perhaps the area in filmmaking most affected by AI so far is visual effects. Artificial intelligence has already cut down on the amount of labor needed to achieve certain VFX shots, and in turn created new potentials for what filmmakers can do. In Here, for example, Robert Zemeckis and his team used AI provided by the company Metaphysic to de-age Tom Hanks and Robin Wright. Zemeckis explains, the film simply wouldn't work without our actors seamlessly transforming into younger versions of themselves. Metaphysic's AI tools do exactly that, in ways that were previously impossible. In large part, AI has cut down on time-consuming and tedious work. Oliver Zeller notes, on the hero shot I did on The Drop, I used AI rotoscoping and got 2 days of work in an hour. Tools like Content-Aware Fill have allowed filmmakers to remove unwanted elements quickly and easily. Adobe Sensei uses AI to help editors complete a variety of more menial editing tasks. AI has also seen more creative applications in post. Late Night with the Devil used AI-generated interstitial cards. Secret Invasion used AI images in its credit sequence. The documentary Roadrunner, meanwhile, used AI to recreate Anthony Bourdain's voice in some of the film's narration.
You were successful, and I am successful, and I'm wondering, are you happy?
The Brutalist was even more subtle. using artificial intelligence to enhance actors' accents.
Nem maradandó.
Mi történt? Van ott valaki?
Csontritkulás. Az éhezés miatt. Befestettem a hajam. Tudom, hogy csúnya.
While the use of AI is spreading rapidly, there are as many criticisms of the tool as there are uses. Arguably, most pressingly, many in the film industry see artificial intelligence as an existential threat to their livelihood.
So what are you thinking?
We're out of a job. Don't you mean extinct?
The spectre of AI was a major factor in both the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, as the unions feared that studios would turn to artificial intelligence to cut costs and eliminate jobs.
The AMPTP is focused on making a lot of money by way of our art. Their attempts to instill AI as a normal operating procedure is literally dehumanizing the workforce. And it's not good for society, it's not good for our environment, it's not good for working class families. It's just not good.
There is also pushback to AI on creative grounds. Many filmmakers have noted that relying on AI to create a movie results in a loss of humanity and originality. David Fincher notes, "I think ultimately the thing that we respond to in poetry and writing and songwriting and photography is the personal bent. I have friends who are photographic geniuses playing with AI, and it always looks like sort of a low-rent version of Roger Deakins." Steven Spielberg puts it succinctly.
It's got me very nervous because you're basically taking something you created and you made, which is the computer, and giving the computer autonomy over your point of view and yourself as a human person.
To some, these creative limitations mean that AI can be useful in certain ways, but not in others. Ben Affleck explains how he perceives the strengths and weaknesses of artificial intelligence.
AI is a craftsman at best. Craftsman is knowing how to work, art is knowing when to stop. And I think knowing when to stop is going to be a very difficult thing for AI to learn because it's taste. And also lack of consistency, lack of controls, lack of quality. AI for this world of generative video is going to do key things more. I wouldn't like to be in the visual effects business. They're in trouble because what costs a lot of money is now going to cost a lot less. But it's not going to replace human beings making films.
Usually there's applause at the end of this.
Thank you, guys.
No, come on.
Another issue with the current iteration of generative AI is that it pulls from pre-existing work, resulting in claims that it is another form of plagiarism. This can have negative creative ramifications, since by its very nature it is recycling art that already exists, but it can also have legal ramifications. Cinematographer Catherine Brillhart notes, "Some studios say, we don't even feel comfortable using Gen AI in storyboards and concept art because we don't want a hint of any theft or licensing issues to come through in the final." The future of AI in filmmaking is nearly impossible to predict. And perhaps that is why it is both exciting and terrifying to those in the movie industry. Will AI help democratize filmmaking, making the expensive medium more accessible for everyone? Or will it result in job losses and a wave of unoriginal content devoid of human feeling? Let us know what you think. For the time being at least, no one is going to make your movie for you, but Studio Binder can help. Use its pre-production and production software to get your next project to the finish line. That's all for now. Until next time, keep hold of your humanity. It's what sets you apart from the machines.